G'day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between. Welcome to howtoplaythesax.com, where we are all about having fun, playing saxophone, being awesome and repeating, and hanging out with some wonderful people. And I've got a special treat today. We have got Bernhard from Germany. Bernhard has been playing his saxophone for a little while now, and Bernhard and I have had some email conversations over the last little while, and Bernhard has wonderfully agreed to come and have a chat with me today. So thank you, Bernhard. Thank you so much for coming. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Who are you and what do you do when you're not playing your saxophone?
Yeah, thank you, Matthew, for having you with me and having the chance to talk to you directly. So
that's all right. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. We are having a long time, maybe 3 or 4 years now, since I've been on your course, and
yes.
Each week I was waiting for a new song to be played. So I really like it to have any kind of modern or in the past music where it's just fun to play and easy to play, because you just jump into it, and that's the same what I do, playing music. Just
thank you. It is good fun. I do enjoy it a lot, and I'm pleased that you like it too. So when you're not playing your saxophone, what do you do?
Yeah, I studied computer science, and that's what I do.
Yes.
In front of my computer, I work for a company with making websites and applications to build the digital world.
Oh, okay. And you've got some children? You have a family?
I have 2 children. They are 25 and 23 years old. My daughter is 25. My son is 23. And
excellent.
they are a joy for me.
Excellent. Well, that's a good thing. So the computers is probably something that you enjoy. Your family, my family too. I love my family as well. And obviously you play quite a few instruments. I can see a few behind you there. That's an impressive little stash of musical instruments there. And I think there was you play the there it is, baritone saxophone as well. That's cool.
Yep. That's
awesome.
My baritone.
Baritone. I get with the bear on it. Yes. Brumchi. Yes. Awesome. And there's a couple of saxophones, and what else? There's
of course, my tenor sax and the clarinet, and also I play the trombone and a trumpet from time to time. I have my electronic saxophone, the Yamaha YDS 150.
Nice. Do you play
which
that?
You can play even the whole night through without the neighbor to being annoyed.
Has it got a plastic? Has it got a plastic reed, or is it a real reed?
It's a real mouthpiece. It's just you can take your own alto saxophone mouthpiece. It is a plastic reed, but you have no sensor, so you just have the strange and the volume of the air, which is producing the sound. But you can have your own alto saxophone mouthpiece.
And it's not a special reed. It's just
this reed is just not making a sound, so it's just vibrating with the wind, but you don't need to make a tone on the mouthpiece.
No, okay.
This is electronically.
Yep.
It's making even. So if I play the tenor.
Oh, awesome. Fantastic. I think it was a little bit distorted with the possibly a little bit loud for
the microphone.
For the microphone, but that's okay. Cool. Do you play that in public, or is that largely to have the headphones on to sort of practice quietly?
I practice because it has the same key positioning as a real saxophone. I played its just electronic sound, distorting sound in some Jamulus gigs. So when I was playing online with the online music tool, which I discovered when Corona began.
Yes.
So that was the
Ooh.
time when I was searching for making music online. So there were a few software tools which were able to do something, but not in real time. So some expensive solution for professionals, but then there was a open source software released, and Jamulus began to grow. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll put some links to that in down below. Jamulus, Jamulus, I think.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
I've messed around with that myself, but only a little bit. And for those of you who may be listening or watching, a while ago, Bernhard sent me a link of what he had done with this Jamulus and what was called a world jam. And basically, well, Bernhard, can you explain what world jam is? Tell me about your experience with world jam. What was that all about?
It was. Yeah, you can have your own server in Jamulus. You can just set up a virtual machine and start the software, and then you have your own server. But there were people gathering to do live online gig. So just
people from
playing
all over the world, not with you in your room or in your
exactly,
lounge
yeah.
room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
Right.
you cannot play with latency more than maybe 100 or 200 milliseconds, and that's too far. But on one continent, you can play very very easy. So you can play with people from Germany, from Spain, from Great Britain, from Italy, and we had people all over the continent.
Yes.
And from time to time, I try to play even in America. So this is difficult because
Because
of
of
the
the
latency.
latency. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it makes it a bit difficult to play then. So keep in sync and on the same beat. So
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair
but
enough. But if it's within sort of 1,000 kilometers, 2,000 kilometers, a couple
that's
of
working
thousand,
good. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
1,000 miles,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
okay.
You need to have your cables connected. So Wi-Fi will make it worse because
Yep.
it's not predictable how the latency goes there.
Wow.
But you have maybe if a ping time about 20 milliseconds, you have a overall latency of approximately 50 milliseconds.
Okay.
That's about standing in the same room with a distance of 50 meters or so.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
and you can play together. So
And so the World Jam
you
people
get
put
used to
you.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And there's the
So they
software
put you
from the
into a
World
band.
Jam. Yeah, you can gather, you can announce a song, and you can search for people playing with you. And all over the world, the people will just join your band, and then you can rehearse and play your song in front. And then you have a live gig. So you play really at the same time and nearly 20 seconds delay for broadcasting also. You can see it on YouTube and Twitch and the streaming platforms.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
you can really have a live gig, and each week there was a new show. So you can even choose multiple times to play at the same gig. So I played 4 or 5 times.
Yes.
So one
Oh,
song
wow.
from Stevie Wonder and another song, Ice Cream Man, and it's really fun. And you learn a lot of people, and you can learn a lot for your instrument and to play with other people which you would not have met if the software would not exist.
Oh, fantastic. So you got to play
Yeah.
with people in Spain and the United Kingdom and in other parts of Germany.
Yes, I did. Yeah. We
And
even
so
have
the
Yeah, we even
sorry.
have a virtual band. Each Wednesday we play together, and we also have a system to vote for songs we want to play, and then we
Okay.
have like each one soloing who wants to solo, and that was a big yeah step forward for me to play a solo in real life, and also to get confident playing with yeah
With
wonderful
the
people and
drummers
musicians,
and guitarists and
even
keyboards
even professional musicians. Yeah. Mhm.
and
Yeah,
singers. Oh wow, that sounds
yeah,
fantastic.
it's
And it
really
certainly
great. Yeah.
could look good. The link, the video that you sent me a little while ago when you did that, that was really cool. That did look like
Yeah.
did like
Yeah. Mhm.
look like a lot of fun. So what's your musical background, Bernhard? Did you when you were at school, did you play another instrument at school when you're in, when you were a short person
Yeah.
or
Yeah, when I was young, I only played the guitar. So with 16 or 17 years, I began, and I played 3 years
mm,
acoustic guitar, and
mm,
that was nearly all of my yeah musical um, uh, yeah studying. But um, nearly 30 or 40 years later, I had yeah a injury in my face. So I have facialis paresis. So my left side of my face was yeah like unmovable.
okay.
Um,
That
I
doesn't
could
sound
feel
good.
everything, but
Mm.
it doesn't. It was no not painful, but yeah, of course, in the first place. Um, you get afraid what is happening. But
Mm.
after then, the muscles have to be and the nerves have to be trained again. So I was told, if you play
Ah.
a wind instrument, or if you sing, you can build up the muscles to work again. And that was the reason why I
Oh,
picked up
wow.
the saxophone. So. And
Yeah.
as a child, I wanted to play trumpet or saxophone, and then I made it real because of I had this yeah injury, but yeah,
All
it
right.
was a long journey. In the
So,
beginning,
oh,
the air
wow.
was leaking out, and it was
Mm.
difficult. But yeah, it's the smaller the saxophone is, the more difficult or
Mm.
small
Mm.
movements are making a big difference. So I get a real feedback what my muscles are doing, and the
Right.
embouchure is a good feedback to what the muscles are doing.
Oh, wow. That you're the
Mhm.
physiotherapist or the doctor? That
Yeah.
sounds
Hmm.
that's really, really. Oh, that's cool. Oh, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
know of some people who've hurt themselves in other ways and shapes and forms, and they've
Mhm.
used a musical instrument to, particularly from lower half, lower back, or legs or feet.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
so if you're spending a lot of time either in bed or sitting or standing, I know a lot of people who've used musical instruments
Mhm.
for more, I guess, mental therapy rather than physical therapy. But that's really
Yeah.
interesting. Oh, that's really
Yeah.
interesting.
I also made the experience, if I'm playing music together with other people,
Mm,
I have to be right in the moment. You can, if you play music, you have to move your finger, you have
mm,
to hear what is happening, you have to
yep.
react on the other people, and you have no time to think about. I have pain, or I have problems. You're just living in the moment, and that's a kind of yeah brain activity, which is
Yes.
yeah really concentration and focusing on one thing.
Yes. Oh, wow. And
Yeah.
also using your ears as well as the thought process to
Mhm.
play it in, or actually just play it.
Yeah,
Play.
and even
Yeah.
if you're playing a piece from the sheet, you have to
Mm.
be concentrated on the yeah timing, and reading the notes, and translating it to your fingers. So
Yes.
all of your body is working.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh,
Mm.
that's really interesting. That's really interesting. So, how long roughly have you been playing the saxophone for? You played the guitar a number of years ago.
Yeah, it was when I was
Fast
a kid.
forward,
So yeah,
yeah, okay.
and
So
then
fast forward 20, 30 years, and then you picked up the saxophone.
4 years ago, yeah, 4 years ago. So
Okay.
2017, in the end of 2017, I got my tenor saxophone,
Yes.
and that was the beginning of my journey. And then I bought used instruments, and
Mm.
I also began to fiddle around, working, overhauling the instruments. And my baritone, which I had before, I was repadding and overhauling because it was not working. And I learned a lot about the keys and how they are combined, and how perfectly the pads must fit to let no air leak out, and
Mm.
to have it working again.
Wow. Okay. So not only are you playing them, but you're repairing them as well. Just
Yeah.
for the
Mhm.
laughs, just for the to keep yourself amused on the weekend kind of thing. You're not doing it
Yeah.
professionally.
No, I just doing it because I buy it cheap, and then I want to try out. And
Yes.
yeah, it's no effort. It didn't cost me a fortune, so I can try out everything I need. And I have a sax stock with wind instrument repairman, which suggested me how to do it and what to do,
Oh,
and
fantastic.
and so forth. Yeah, I learned a lot about the technical working with the instruments. Yeah.
Okay. What kind of music do you prefer to listen to? And when you're listening to music, do you listen to any particular style? Yeah, I mean, you mentioned the World Jam, Stevie
Yeah.
Wonder before.
Yeah.
Is what kind of music do you like to listen to?
Yeah. I'm not locked to one sort of music. I'm enjoying each music, and of course, it's easy to even just have no plan what you're playing and freestyle, just with a few friends. Um, uh, you can see what happens in the moment, and you can react on what are the others playing. And so I like to hear the music, which you hear in the radio, of course, but I also like to invent and combine what is happening from the other musicians.
I'm the same. I think I'm just as happy listening to an orchestra or an opera as I am to
Mhm.
a death metal band. But ultimately, I prefer the funk and the rock, with drums and a
Yeah,
bass thing.
yeah,
But each to their own. I'm very happy to listen to anything. What about
yeah. I mean,
play? What do you prefer to play
yeah,
on all
it's
the instruments behind
nearly
you?
nearly the same. I really like each week when you have a new lesson of your course. I like what you're doing, and so the mix you are doing in the old songs and also fresh new songs. It's really like the style I like music, and I like to play together with other people. So I have a few jazz musicians having the real book, and having a lot of
Ah,
songs
yes.
I
Yep. Yep.
didn't know before.
Yep.
So I also learned a lot of this world, but that's not the common way you can normally hear in the radio. So
Mm,
you also
mm.
have to learn a new word, even with that kind of music. And but I also like that very well.
Yes, I was very fortunate when I was at high school. I had two music teachers actually. They're both, their first names were Rob and Rob, and both of those Robs, my music teachers, were heavily into jazz, but they were very encouraging, and so that's how. And so I love listening to all kinds of music and the jazz as well. My father played a jazz piano, and my brother is very talented on the piano as well. Um,
Mm.
is there musicality in your family? Were your parents musical? Were your brothers, sisters, your family, your daughters, and your son and your daughter, are they musical?
Yeah, I guess my mother sang and also played the piano.
Yes.
So my sister is playing also bass guitar and sings in the chorus. And
Excellent.
I have I've got some music in my childhood,
Okay.
and yes, but in the last years before I began to play saxophone, I was just a passive music listener, so did not make music for myself so much, and that opened a new world for me. So
Oh, excellent.
it's really a great. I hear through the songs of music like a different kind of concentration and focus, because
Mm.
you can hear, oh, there's a saxophone playing. You didn't know that. You know the song, but you didn't know there was a saxophone solo in between. So it's like a new world opened for me.
It is, isn't it? Yes, I like that too. The saxophone is arguably the most similar to the human voice, which in turn
Mhm.
means, and you can substitute. That's hard to say. You can substitute a saxophone for pretty much any other instrument and any style of music, and
Mhm.
I enjoy that. I enjoy that. So you mentioned with the World Jam, you've been playing with other people. Do you play in other live bands or with friends or by yourself? What does playing the saxophone mean to you there, Bernhard?
Yeah, yeah. So in the beginning, I was nearly catching up and learning what all the keys on the instrument mean, and to read the sheet notes, and make some music for myself and listen to playback and playing to that songs. And nearly half a year after that, I was ready to do a bigger step. First, I was taking a lesson with a German teacher here,
Mm.
Dirko Juchem, who taught me improvising. So
Ah,
just take three notes which you want to play, and think about what you want to play, or even do not think about it. And
yes.
you can
Yep.
then add more and be confident was just doing it. And
Excellent.
that was a real step forward for being confident playing without notes and
Mm.
without a concept what to play. And after that, I made even a bigger step, playing in a big band. So
Okay. Yes.
we have here a big band in Berlin, the Big Brothers.
Excellent.
So we are playing swing and funk, and also jazz style, and not only jazz, but it's
Yep.
a really a broad combination of songs. And
Yes. Those big
I made
bands from the 1930s and 40s and even 1950s. Fantastic.
yeah,
Wonderful. Yes, that sounds
yeah.
great.
And on one step, I had 40 pieces of sheet music to read and to play together with other people, and
Oh, wow.
that was really heavy to learn. But it makes such a big progress, and I'm really thankful for all the people who were, yeah, so nice to let me play with them, and we are good friends. So it's
Oh,
like
good. Do you do that?
joining
Do you do that
joining a new
regularly? Like,
family.
oh,
Yeah,
fantastic. Yes.
each Monday. So
Oh, right.
it's
Yes.
we are playing, and we have a lot of gigs. So 4 or 5 concert in Corona times. It was less, but
Sure.
now we are playing again. And I was also confident playing solos there. And
Oh,
that
good.
was my first band where I played. And sooner after that, I also played with my company's band. We
Mm.
have a
Oh,
rock
okay.
band
Yes.
here,
Yep.
so
Company
cover
band.
songs,
Yes.
and we played on the company events. So having a party in the summer, or having a party on Christmas. And I also played there with my baritone. So it was also very, yeah, another style of music. And you're waiting longer for your piece to play, but it's really fun to play with other musicians. And
Oh,
I also liked that experience. Yeah.
I feel the same way. I do enjoy playing with other people. I enjoy by myself with with the headphones on and just playing along with whatever I'm
Mm.
listening to. But I really enjoy, and it sounds like you do too, Bernhard,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
playing with other people and bouncing off what other people do. I find that what I find is that if this person plays this, then that triggers something in my head. Oh, I could play that. Is it the
Yeah.
same for
Hmm.
you as using the ears and listening to what the other people are doing, which in turn influences what certainly what I play? Is it the same for you?
Yeah. So in a live situation, I got it
Yeah.
only a few times where it's like this. If it's not a piece of music which you want to follow exactly one structure and you follow
Mm,
your
mm,
plan.
mm.
But I have two other situations where I play with other people and on the Jamulus MYH jam on Wednesday evening.
Yes.
This is the Jamulus session where I play together with the professional musicians and they are doing short announcement which songs do we want to play and
Mm,
then we have a song list maybe of 10 songs and each song is beginning with the song and then having a long part of soloing. So maybe 10 or even more solos after the other. And so this was really impressive to join these musicians and to play together with them.
fantastic. So Monday
Yeah.
night is rehearsal night. How do you play your saxophone any other time? How do you find time to play to play your saxophone?
Yeah, Monday night is big band time.
Mm,
Tuesday I play Tuesday evening with our acoustic guitar group in our house. We have a music teacher, a friend of mine, who is
yes.
teaching guitar, and then sometimes I play together with a drummer or with a bass player together with the acoustic guitars, and we also have nearly 100 songs
Wow.
from mixed from all of the ages and all of the
Yes.
styles. And then I freely play what I think about, and sometimes I write down even using your cheat sheet notation, just putting the notes and the length of the notes is in my head, and I just want to have the following up the keys which I press after another. So I make notes what I can play to the song. Sometimes to have a plan what to play,
Mm,
and
mm.
sometimes to play freely together. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
and
Oh, excellent.
Wednesday will be usually the company, the big band, the company rock band.
Mm.
So that's the executives because
Yes.
uh,
Yes. I'm there. That's good. Yes.
yeah, it's because two of our bosses are playing in the band in the beginning, so that was the reason for the name.
Yes. Good.
And then I'm playing from time to time with another band, also rock band, more hard rock band, Zeitlos, which are playing some also saxophone pieces. They gathered some pieces for me, which I can solo inside, and we have for example Baker Street or Smooth Operator, where
Mm.
the iconic saxophone solos are inside, where I can also play. So it's a broad combination of my musical genre.
Oh, wow. Wow. And
Yeah.
then wow. So it sounds like your week is very, very full of music. Fantastic.
Yeah, I need to find some other time. That, of course, and sometimes my wife says I'm playing too much, but
Yeah.
she can
Don't tell
understand
anyone,
me.
but
Yeah,
my wife does too. Yes.
yeah.
Don't tell
So
anyone.
it's like all I'm involved with. I do it 150%.
Oh, excellent,
But
excellent.
there's also a pause in between. So in the
Sure,
summertime, the big
sure.
band pauses, and
Mm,
we are searching for a drummer in the company band. So we also have a pause there.
yep.
So I call for friends joining for a jam session in our house.
Okay, okay. That sounds
Playing with the
fantastic.
family.
I'm
Yeah.
That sounds wonderful. That sounds like heaven, actually, from as far as I'm concerned. That sounds just fantastic. So tell me, what have been your saxophone challenges? What was difficult with maybe when you first started, or that's probably when you first start anything,
Mm.
it's often, there's a little bit of a learning curve. So what have been some challenges with your saxophone? What's been difficult?
Yeah, I guess reading the music sheets and transposing it to the rhythm
Mm,
was the most the most difficult thing for me in the big band, where we have exact timings, and maybe I don't know the pieces of music so good,
mm,
so I need to hear that before and have the feeling, and then I can transpose the timing, the rhythm, the length of the notes.
yes.
Um, to just from the notes, I'm not able to play very good.
No,
I
that's
need to
all right.
practice. Yeah.
I'm the same. I need to listen to it first. The
Mm.
sheet music, I tend to tune out if
Yeah.
pardon my eyes see it on the paper, but it doesn't it doesn't compute. It's more my ears that are doing it than my eyes. And that's
Yeah. Mm.
and you mentioned the cheat sheets at howtoplaythesax.com. I find them very easy, and that's why I do it. That's what I do for the music that I'm playing in the bands that I play. It just makes it easier for me. I listen more than I look with the music. So okay, so if some of those challenges from a saxophone perspective, what's been the highlight? What do you like? What are you most proud of? What are you most pleased with as far as your saxophone journey is concerned?
Yeah. The best experience is to play with other people. So even if you have a plan what to play and you follow exactly that plan, this
Yes.
is one side of joy. And yeah, if it works perfect and the audience is enjoying it, that's a great a great experience you can't have with other yeah I hadn't had before. So and even on the other side, playing with a friend of mine. So the um, the friend of my sister is just playing in freestyle music. So just playing a few chords, and I play what I'm just
Oh,
what's in my
fantastic.
mind just in that moment. So that's
Yes.
the other side of the balance. So
So
you're
no
completely
planning,
free. Yeah,
just play.
yeah. You just let it
Oh,
happen, and
wonderful. Yes.
you just are in this moment, and you enjoy what you hear and what the others are doing, and react to that. And that's also a moment, where the time stops and stands still, and you can play 1 hour or 2 hours.
Oh,
So,
fantastic.
yeah.
Speaking of long playing sessions, I notice you've got a fancy saxophone neck strap on.
Yeah. Mhm.
Can you tell me a little bit
Yeah, this
about
is
that one? What's that?
yeah, it's like nearly similar to these cross style straps.
Mm,
It's having some weight on your shoulders, but the other is with these
kind of the
piece
metal.
of metal
Yes.
is lifting the weight, or letting the weight on your belly. So this is a yeah. Of course, my neck is not good because of I have back pain, and
Don't we all? I hurt my back a while ago too. Yes.
I was searching for alternatives, and this is one the best that I found, even better than this one, which is just residing
Yep.
on your shoulder and
Mm.
having a plate.
I need to get
Uh,
myself one of those ones. But that
Yeah.
one you've
So
got on that spreads the weight, because saxophones are heavy, especially your
the baritone.
baritone
Yeah.
behind you. They're very heavy, so it kind of spreads the weight around.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And it's the reason is you want to have more weight on your waist than on the shoulder and on the back. So
I like a
even
backpack when you go hiking or camping. Is
yeah.
the weight is all on your hips rather than
Yeah.
the neck or shoulders. Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I have a saxophone stand where I can play also the baritone, and which has a ball joint to position it exactly where you want to have it. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, fantastic. That sounds awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much there, Bernhard. That's really interesting. And I saw behind you that you've got a full range there. You've got the soprano and the alto and the tenor
Yeah.
and couple of there's a flute and clarinets and
Yeah,
what are
exactly.
the
Yeah,
is
one
that a
after the other.
trumpet or a
It's
flugelhorn?
a trumpet, a cornet, and also a trombone.
Yes.
So I bought it used. Everything which I bought is yeah, cheap compared to
Yep.
really expensive professional instruments, but I make it my own and I try what I can do. If I have to repair something, I yeah, clean up the dents or make the ventil clean again. So
Yep.
if the yeah, there were stuck
Oh, wow. Okay.
Drehventile, so these were stuck and now they are
Oh,
smooth and
excellent.
easy to follow again. So this is
Fantastic.
one of the yeah, even here it was very much yeah,
Bent and
um,
yes, out of
yeah,
shape.
yeah, really, and we made it some improvements, even though it's not my yeah, my impression to make it perfect, but to make the tone perfect.
Oh, excellent. And purely for my own interest, and you may not recall, but how did you find my website? How did you find howtoplaythesax.com? Did you a Google search or how did you
Yeah,
stumble? Do you
I
remember?
was searching for yeah, easy way to get more information about saxophone playing and also technique. And I found some YouTube videos, and I guess some of these videos were one of you. And I just wanted to be. That's exactly what I do. I see the music or hear the music, and I want just to join and play and have fun playing simply in the moment, and also learning yeah, a difficult part, speeding up if I have to start slowly, then I'm playing um, quicker and quicker, and get used to it. And just playing to recordings also is one of the first things I did. So I lowered the speed and played to a
Ah,
playback. So
excellent idea.
I,
Oh, cool.
yeah, I
Oh,
found
thank
an
you.
app where it's
Yep.
even having better quality than turning the speed on YouTube Live is not the
Oh,
best quality.
yep.
If you do it with an app, it's a
Do you remember the
better
name of?
quality.
Do you remember the name of that app? That sounds
Yeah,
useful.
I just remember it now. Can't remember it now, but
No, that's all right. Well, maybe later on, if
yeah,
I'll put a link for that below as well because that
yeah,
sounds really useful. The slow down component on YouTube is
yeah.
really good, but it's fairly limited.
Yeah,
And once
it's
you
you
slow it
cannot make
down,
it in percent steps. So it's only 100%, 75% or 50%, and you cannot
yes.
choose in between. And in the app, I can choose each percent and even um, change the pitch
Oh,
one half note up and down or even more
oh,
to make it in a different key and to play it in a different key.
Interesting. Well, I'll need to. We'll talk about that
Mhm.
later on. I'll put a link to that
Yeah,
below because that sounds really good.
I find the name. Yeah.
Yep. Awesome. Thank you. No, don't stress. Don't stress about it now. We'll link that below.
Mhm.
I've got one more question, please, Bernhard, if you don't mind. What advice would you give to other beginner saxophonists, and especially adults? You know, young people. I don't know about you, but the little kids, they pick things up very easily. But for us
Mhm.
adults, sometimes starting a new musical instrument, a new thing, and in this
Mhm.
example, a saxophone. What advice would you give to beginner saxophonists, especially adults, if they're just starting out?
Yeah, I would say don't expect too much what you play. So if you have no clear expectation, you just build up confidence and you build up fun to play. Search for the situations where you can play with other players. So this is one hint I can give everyone. Play for yourself, but then search people to play with because this is speeding up much more, and it's twice and more the fun you have alone. So music is about sharing and playing together. So
Oh,
this is
excellent.
really an experience which you cannot do alone.
Have fun, play saxophone, be awesome, repeat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Excellent.
that's really
Thank you. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Bernhard. Thank you. This is really good. Thank you so much. I think we'll leave it there, but this has been fantastic. It's been really awesome talking to you. Thank you. Thank
yeah,
you. I think there will be quite a few people who will be really interested in, especially that last little snippet of advice there. That's really good. Thank you. Thanks, Bernard. Fantastic. I will see you another time, and especially inside howtoplaythesax.com. Thank you.
of
Thank you.
course. Yeah,
Really good talking to you.
yeah. I appreciate highly that you invited me to show some parts of my journey and one or more steps that I made with you and in the videos brought me to my way where I am now. Yeah,
Excellent. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's
yeah.
wonderful. Thank you.
So keep up the good work and yeah, see you
Excellent.
soon.
Thank you. Thank you.